Hey guys, so today I have swatches of the Painted Polish Fall Festival Collection for Fall 2016. There are 6 polishes here, and then I also have the One Coat Black Cream from Painted Polish to show you as well. I will link the website down below. These polishes are available right now, and I will get into the swatches. So the first polish is called Midnight Mischief, and this is not part of the Fall Festival collection, but it was sent with everything else to swatch, and this is just their black cream. So here's one coat. And this one covers easily in one coat. Usually with one coaters, you have to like manipulate them a little bit to avoid light spots, but you can still get them in one coat. And I don't think you could make this one streaky if you tried. It is definitely a one coater. Great formula, not super thick, which is really nice for a one coater like this. So there is one coat of Midnight Mischief. So the first polish in the Fall Festival collection is a micro glitter. This is called Jewel Tones and Tweeds, and this is a copper, burgundy, and kind of like hunter green micro glitter. So here's one coat. This one covers pretty well on the first coat. It's definitely going to need a couple more to build up all the way. Good formula though, not too thick, which is really common with micro glitters like this. And if you get any glitters that stick off the end of the nail or that edge just isn't looking straight, all you have to do is just spread it out and tap them back in. So here's 2 coats. And this one is starting to cover pretty well on the second coat. You might be able to get away with 2 coats. I'm going to do a third though because I want to cover up those little bald spots between the glitters. And this is going to dry very textured because it is a micro glitter and it is going to be difficult to remove. So here's 3 coats. So 3 coats does cover completely on this one, and that doesn't make it too thick. A lot of micro glitters, I feel like 3 coats makes them a little bit too thick. But because this one isn't thick to begin with, 3 coats isn't super unreasonable for it. And like with most micro glitters, you might have to just pull one of these to smooth it out, like I did on the first coat. So there is 3 coats of Jewel Tones and Tweed. The next polish is called Sweaters and Spices, and this is the same glitter mix as the last polish, but put into a white Crelly base. So here's one coat. And this one covers really well on the first coat, just a little bit too light, so it is going to need a second, but it covers super evenly, and it only takes a little tiny bit of extra swiping to spread that glitter out evenly. Fantastic formula. I'm really in love with the Painted Polish Crellys. I really like the finer micro glitter that's in them as opposed to chunky glitters, and the formulas are always amazing. So here's 2 coats. See, this one dries a little bit more sheer than it applies, but it does cover completely in 2. This will also dry a little bit textured and be a little bit difficult to remove because of the micro glitter that's in there. So there is 2 coats of Sweaters and Spices. The next polish is called Harvest Moon and Hayrides, and this is a kind of coppery gold holographic with holographic micro glitter. So here's one coat. This one covers pretty well on the first coat. It's not completely opaque, but it is pretty close. Just a little bit too sheer. Great formula on this one. So here's 2 coats. And this one covers completely in 2. It does dry a little bit dull and a bit textured because of that micro glitter that's in there. It's not terrible, but it is noticeable. So there is 2 coats of Harvest Moon and Hayrides. The next polish is called Vineyards Velvet, and this is a purpley red wine, I guess, colored jelly base with super fine magenta and purple micro glitter. So here's one coat. So this one is a little bit too light on the first coat, but it's even for the most part. Formula is great on this one as well. So here is 2 coats, and 2 coats does cover completely with this one. This dries a little bit dull and the tiniest bit textured. The glitter that's in here is super fine, so it doesn't really stick up from the base that far. So there is 2 coats of Vineyards and Velvet. So the next polish is called Stamped in Olive, and this is an olive green cream. This is a stamping polish, but it also works for a regular polish as well. So here is one coat. And this is completely opaque in one coat. This does have a bit of a thicker formula. It's still easy to use. but that thickness is what makes it a stamping polish and what makes it opaque in one coat. So there is one coat of Stamped in Olive. And the last polish is called Stamped in Wine, and this is a reddy purple wine colored cream, also a stamping polish, but also usable on its own. So here is one coat. This one is completely opaque in one coat. I do have to do a little bit of extra brush strokes to hide any light spots with this one. It's still easy to get in one coat, but it's not quite like the black and the olive in this collection where there's no way you could make it not a one coater. Same formula as the last one as well, a little bit on the thicker side, but it wouldn't be a one coat stamping polish if it wasn't thicker. So there is one coat of Stamped in Wine. So I have two favorites out of this collection. I really like Sweaters and Spices because I love painted polish Crellies. I think they're absolutely fantastic. And then I also really liked Vineyards and Velvet. And what's interesting about this one, and I'm going to be totally honest, if I had seen this on the website or just seen other people's pictures of it, I probably would not have wanted it or not even thought of buying it. But having it in person and then having it on my nails, it's really amazing. That really super fine glitter in there like really glows through that jelly base, and it just looks really cool. So I was very surprised with this one and very happy with this one. Looks fantastic in person. So that is the Painted Polish Fall Festival collection. Again, those are available right now, so I will link the website down below. Hope you guys enjoyed this one, and I will talk to you later. Bye.